Warning, this is a podcast to inform, challenge, and bring light to different perspectives, not to bash or shame. Comments and opinions are welcome. Enjoy.
What's up, grown folks in the chat? Welcome to Put the Kids to Bed and Let's Talk. I'm your host, The Rebuttal, and I just wanted to check in with y'all before we start the podcast. The topic for today, colorism and beauty standards within the Black community. Colorism continues to be a deep-rooted issue that affects the self-esteem and opportunities of Black women. In today's society, there is so much pressure on women to be beautiful, sexy, and confident. Not only are women competing with digital alter images of Instagram models, but Black women also have to deal with negative stereotypes and biases in their own community based off their skin tone. Black is beautiful, but to some people it depends on the shade. In some families, classrooms, and even so-called friend groups, colorism shows its ugly head. There are many things that have contributed to this issue. Things such as racism, Hollywood, and even social media. We must continue to address and dismantle these harmful biases. And as I said in the last podcast, this is all out of love. And I hope that you can at least add and not subtract from the conversation. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Put the kids to bed and let's talk. Today's topic is colorism, complexion, and beauty. Is complexion tied to beauty in the Black community? Well, today I have two special guests here to discuss the topic. Would you all be so kind to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Kalia. I am 24 years old, and I am representing the dark skin today.
And I'm Ashley. I'm 30, and I'm representing light skin.
Okay. So my first question for y'all, and we can just go around like in a round table. Whoever want to answer first, answer first. So the first question I got is, does your family have a primary complexion? Like, do you come from like a primarily light skinned family, dark skinned family, or is it like a variety?
So for me, most of my family members are dark skinned. I have one light skinned sister out of 5.
One light skinned sister. Okay.
And for me, it's like a mix of us because my parents are light skinned and my mom's mom is dark skinned. My aunt is dark skinned. But then on the other side of my family, my dad's side, we have a mix. Like I have aunties that light skinned. I got aunties that's dark skinned.
Okay. Kind of like me. Have you ever been teased for your skin tone?
I haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You have. And was this in
Yeah.
your family, at school, or where?
So my family is a little rough. So they didn't do the gentle stuff. We were country, and it was always like they don't mind calling people black, So, but it was never a like a mean type of thing. It was just like what they say. I was teased at school, but it wasn't like, I wouldn't consider it to be bullying because it would be, and I like to tell this because it's so funny, but like in school, when they'll turn the lights off, there would be this one, the one clown who would be like, where did Kalia go? So they would call me like Black Beauty. When me and my cousin got into it, they would call me Burnt Biscuit. But yeah,
Mm,
that's just about it.
okay. Okay. So what about, has your skin tone ever been pointed out or used against you in like your friends, like in your set of friends?
Um, no, not in a negative way. Um, I'm always all of my closest friends have been light skinned.
Mm,
Um, but I cannot remember like being discriminated against, or I cannot remember like guys approaching them before approaching me, or not approaching me at all. Like I never had that experience. But I would say that with my friends, they were more confident when it came to like talking to guys, and they were considered like quote unquote fast or whatever.
mm,
So they were always the more outgoing, like when it came to our friendship.
mm. What about you, Ashley? Has you being light skinned played out for you in like a friend group or anything? Like played against you or
I,
played for you?
I don't think so. I think that so in my friend group, it's like a variety of us. Like literally all of us are different skin complexions, every single
Mm,
one of us. But I feel like I have one of my friends will have brought someone in the friend group, and I think that maybe that one person didn't like light skinned people. I
yeah.
don't know. I just got that feel. I got that vibe from her because they would be like, I was the only person, because I was the only really light skinned person in our group. And I feel like that either I didn't know this person, so either she just didn't like me or she just didn't like the fact that I was light skinned. I don't know.
So you feel like it might have been some jealousy there.
I think so. Because I
Mm,
mean, I had been around her a lot, and literally none of the times that I was around her, we didn't speak. Like when she come in the room, she'd speak to everybody but me, and I didn't know this person.
yeah,
So
that's wild. That's wild. Have you ever wanted to be a different skin tone?
I don't think I have wanted to be a different skin tone. I mean, I think dark skinned people are beautiful. Like I even thought when I had my baby, because so Ted, he's like your skin color, he's like more caramel, and me, I'm light, I'm really light.
Mm-hmm.
And in his family, he had his dad and mom are caramel, but his brother is dark skinned. And I really thought like how it skipped a generation with him. I thought that it might skip a generation with my kids. And I was like, okay, I'm lit. My kids gonna be some little chocolate babies, and they're gonna be just the cutest thing ever. But most of my kids came out light skinned, but I was still happy. But I was like, okay, it'll be lit if they was chocolate.
Yeah, that light skin gene be a little hard to beat sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so dominant.
That's how my daddy was. He was mad because none of us came out like darker. He was so mad. What about you, Khalil? Have you ever wanted a different skin tone?
Yeah, younger. As a child, a youth, of course, I have. I would say when I stopped being like insecure about my skin tone, and I would say around seventh grade. So like seventh grade, I didn't care that I was dark skinned. Like it didn't phase me. Um, So yeah, so I would say like before as a child, of course I wanted to be light skinned or
Mm,
a brighter skin tone, but not as an adult or like a teenager.
mm, okay. So this was a question for a brown skin person, but I'm gonna ask it to y'all. Uh, so when you like Ashley, you just said like I'm more caramel complected. So do y'all think? How do y'all look at brown skin people? Do y'all put them more towards light skin, towards dark skin? Or are they their own like color?
I consider them to be dark skinned.
So you would consider me dark skinned?
You're not. I consider you light skinned.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean, I just consider y'all your own color because to me, y'all not light, but y'all not dark either.
Mm, and I've been confused my whole life because some people will be like, "Oh, you red," and some people will be like, "Oh, he brown," and like it just was always a toss up, and depending on how much I went outside too. But yeah, I don't know. I think to dark skinned people, I'm light skinned. And I think the light skinned people, I'm brown skinned. So like that's just how I look at it. But I never considered myself light skinned until people started saying I was light skinned. I didn't really notice it. So.
I get it.
I
It's
feel.
like, oh, go ahead, Kalia.
Oh, no, go ahead, Ashley.
I was just gonna say, like, y'all know how Trina considers herself as a red bone. I just don't think that
Yeah.
she is. I just don't think she's that light.
I did not know that. I did not know that Trina
Yeah.
considered herself that's wild.
Yeah, she considers herself a red bone. I don't think she's a red bone.
Yeah, she might be a little delusional. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
That's deep. Red bone is like it's like your color, Ashley, I would say.
I know. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So at first, like, I thought I was going crazy, but I'm like, okay, well, she is considering herself cis. And as I got older, I'm like, okay, cis, you're not a red bone, but okay.
And all.
I feel like Trina darker than me. That's crazy.
I think she might be.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm gonna have to go to the interview and see when she said it on the song.
Oh yeah, she said it all the time.
Yeah, she always said in the song. Yeah.
Dang, I ain't never noticed it. That's crazy. There you have it. All right. Oh, my bad. Keep on. My bad.
When it comes to like brown skin versus light skin, dark skin, or whatever, if you can change colors, no, I'm not gonna even say change colors, but if you're easily or bruises can be easily seen on you, then I would consider you to be light skinned. Like if you get a strawberry, if you can get a strawberry and people can see a strawberry, then you're light skinned.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
So James, like, will you be able to see a bruise on yourself, or can you see a strawberry?
Yeah. Definitely like on my arms, because my arms way lighter than my face. So yeah. Yeah. And my kids came out light, so it is. I mean, but I don't know. Some people say your kids can reach back, and I see it sometimes, but it ain't happened with us. Well, nah, my little brother dark, but I feel like he dark just because he like actually like just stay outside. Like he was just outside all the time, but you can still see like the red tint to him. So I don't know. Do any of you use any skin lightening or skin brightening products?
I don't.
Okay. Does skin tone play a part in attraction to you?
Not for me.
So you've dated a range of men from like dark skin to light skin. You don't have a preference?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have a preference either. I don't. But I don't know. Like I would say, sometimes it does play like a role in attractiveness for me.
Speak more on it. What you mean?
I don't have a preference. So I don't know how to explain it. But I don't know.
Do you think it has something to do with like the personality of the person? So like for me, I think like I don't have a preference, But I do think that these light skinned dudes, they be thinking too much sometimes. They be feeling themselves a little too much. And then maybe dark skinned dudes too, you know, like that's why I got in between man, because he don't feel himself that much. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and even if
Mm.
they really trying, they really gonna be feeling themselves. So you just never know, I guess.
Mm. Mhm.
So you feel like if he got that like dark chocolate, he gonna be like, yeah.
Oh yeah, he gonna be feeling himself just a little too much, and we both can't be feeling ourselves like that.
Then if he light skinned with the curly and wavy, then it's like, yeah, he
And
doing
then
too
don't let him
much
have
stuff.
pretty teeth. Yeah, then he really gonna be doing too much. They
Oh
think,
God.
yeah.
Especially
See,
a dark skin with pretty teeth.
yeah. See, oh yeah, he definitely gonna be
Oh
feeling
my
himself.
goodness.
Yeah, I feel like dark skinned men win at the end. Like I really do. Like I feel like in the beginning it's like we ahead because we light skinned, but then when
Mhm.
a woman get older, it's like they just want that because it just be seeming like dark skinned dudes more masculine than us. But
Mm.
if we do it, we gotta like overdo it. You know what I'm saying? But like a dark skinned person, they just automatically can look more intimidating as a man for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but that is
Like that's
true.
how. Yeah, that I feel like that's the point of colorism. It's more of a systemic thing, if that makes sense. Like,
Mm,
okay, there's no, like, I wouldn't say there's no correlation. Like with a light skin versus a dark skinned man, dark skin being more masculine. But on
Mhm.
TV, like the toughest guy is always dark skinned. Like they're
yeah.
always the fiercest one, the baddest one. Like they're really that guy, like portrayed to us on movies and TV shows.
And I think
Yeah.
that's a big thing. I really do. I think that's like a big thing, like how society tries to pit us against each other.
Mhm.
They try to
Yeah.
make us think all this stuff that's not even true because, like, legitimately, we all look beautiful. But, like you said, society will make us think that this dark skinned man is more masculine.
Mm,
Mhm.
mm.
Yep.
So, do you think, do y'all think most black men prefer light skinned women?
Oh,
Uh, I don't know.
that's
I used to think that. I did used to think that,
Yeah.
but I don't know now.
Mm,
yeah. When I was younger, like my skin plays a huge role, like in my childhood, whatever. So when I was younger, I always saw, of course, like not social media, but like TV and stuff. Like there was always a dark skinned guy with the light skin, with the light skinned female. Like the female was always brighter than the guy, always. So I would say that's what I would think, but um, mm,
yeah, no,
I feel like a lot of black men. I think so. I think so.
I might have to say, I might have to agree. Because from what I seen, black men feel like we doing good if we get something exotic. And we associate
Mhm.
light skin with exotic. Like, oh, I want
Okay.
a foreign girl, or like
Mhm.
and it's like, I don't know, it's weird because, but at the same time, I done tried to talk to dark skinned girls and they just did not feel me. Like, it was like they already like felt like I was lying. Like, some girls would even bring up like another light skinned girl that I talked to and be like, nah, that's who you really like because she got long hair and this and that. And I'm like, dang. So it's like, but I was more attracted to the light skinned girls because I would say for me is because I grew up watching like the Disney Channel and all the princesses was white. So like it just in my mind I associated light skin with pretty girls. I don't know why, but like that's what happened. And then like dark skinned girls, everybody was making fun of them, so I felt like that wasn't the route to go for a long time. But we did have dark skinned girls that I was attracted to, but they just wasn't attracted to me. So I don't know.
I think it's interesting how you brought up the exotic, light skin, foreign, with the long hair and all that stuff, because in the white princesses, of course, they were bright skinned, a little brighter, and they had like a certain kind of hair. And I think it's always interesting how when it comes to dark skinned women versus bright skinned women, like we will associate dark skinned women with like a more rough texture of hair, or like a undesired texture of hair too. Like where when it's light skin, then the hair is going to be straight, it's going to be long, and it's going to be flowing. That's beautiful. And that's what men like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we told to like, because like when I got older, it was more about body than hair, but hair still played a big part. But it was like, for me personally, it was more about confidence though. And like, did you take care of your hair? Or like, how did you, it went to more of that. But
right.
It still caters towards the light skinned girls. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna count on her, but yeah. What you was gonna say, Ashley?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that like this new generation, that they'll see, and maybe they won't see, I don't know, but they might start to see that, that that's not the case anymore. Like light skinned girls have long hair, but so do dark skinned girls. Like you said, it's about how, if you take care of your hair. Because I know when I was growing up, I didn't get perms like that. I didn't start getting perms until I wanted to get perms, and I didn't even need perms. But I was trying to be like other people or whatever, trying to follow the trend, and I thought I needed perms, and I didn't. And now, literally, a lot of Black women don't even get perms anymore. They going with their natural hair, and it's like way longer because they're taking care of it. They keeping it moisturized. Like, I just think this generation, they'll figure out that that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I think it just take more, because we so controlled by social media. It take more darker skinned women being shown as pretty. We don't have to wait for them to do it, but it seemed like, even if you look at the rappers, most of the booming rappers is like light skin. So it seems like they just cater more towards them. But is it wrong if a man says he only wants to date light skinned women?
No.
I would say no. That's his opinion. If he feel like he just want to date light skinned women, then
that's his preference.
What if he dark skinned though?
That's his preference.
I still don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't, but then what if he has like a dark skinned daughter? Do you think that could potentially?
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so, because we all know that your love for family is different. Like being your love or your intimacy, your feelings, whatever, towards your partner. So just because he prefers to date a brighter skinned woman, I don't feel he would likes his child or love his child a little less because she's dark skinned, or probably put his insecurities, if there is some, onto her.
But what
like you said, it's all about. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
I forgot.
My bad. But I'm saying, like, not saying he gonna say she ugly because she dark skinned, but say he has a daughter and he has a son, and he slips up and be like, yeah, I only like them red bones, and that's how I got your mama. She red bone. Like, it might be like a he might have not thought about it, but that was just a shot to his daughter.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I mean, that's reach. I'm
Yeah,
reaching
I
with
can
it,
see
but
that.
I'm just saying, like, I think it do go that deep though.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think like as a parent that he's gonna have to watch, what he says. He's gonna have to encourage his daughter. First of all, that's his daughter. So if she's dark skinned and he's like light skinned women, and he's saying, "Oh, I just like red bones," then I don't think she should be offended because like that's your daughter, like that's your dad. So whatever
Mm,
he like, he gonna like it because and he don't gotta like that you dark skinned because he don't gotta date you. Cause that's your daddy.
okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. I can see that point. I I still think it'll hurt her feelings though. Especially if she come home after somebody done called her black or something like Blackie and he say something like that. But I get what y'all saying too. Like that's two different things. She not in his lane. That's her whole dad. That make a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
And I do feel like if she is insecure with her skin tone and she hears her dad say that, then that would definitely do something to her. Like that will kill her confidence. So I do agree that will happen. But like Ashley said, he just has to be careful and mindful on what he's saying and what he's putting into his daughter's head.
Okay. Uh, does the skin tone of someone's ex play a factor for you if it's different from yours?
No. I do think that if let's just say their celebrity crush or whatever, if their celebrity crush has because for one, like it's ideal, right?
Yeah.
So if your celebrity crush has this, 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 and this, and I don't have this, 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 and this, then I do feel like, it's kind of an issue. I don't know, maybe that's just a little insecurity, but I feel it's different when you have like an ideal type because you can't get your celebrity crush, but that's what you want. That's what you like. That's your go-to. If you had the chance to get that, that's what you would want.
So when you dating a dude, you try to like peep a celebrity crush?
No, I don't ever ask about no celebrity crush. But if your celebrity crush keep popping up, you're like, ooh, that's her, she bad, and all that stuff. And it's like we don't have like any type of comparison, or it's like, oh, I really liked her. Well, that would be very disrespectful for him to say anyway, and I wouldn't like that. But if he just really, really idolized her, and I know we ain't got nothing in common, like not even a fingernail, then I may feel some type of way.
How do that play out though? Oh, my bad. You can go.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I agree, but I think I'm like in the middle because I give out examples. So my man, he's like Draco. Now I don't look nothing like Draco, but my celebrity crush is J. Cole. Like everybody know that's my man. And but my real man, he don't look nothing like J. Cole. So I mean he like Draco and I like J. Cole, but when he be talking about Draco, I'll be like, okay, now you need to calm down. Don't do too much.
That's Gates' wife, right? Right? That's the Draco
Yeah.
you talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Drake.
So I'd be like, yeah, not too much on that, cause don't make me get on J. Cole, cause you know that's my husband. So he got to calm down a little bit, cause he don't like that.
Cause is he tall?
My fiance.
Yeah.
He taller than me, but he ain't like just tall.
Cause J. Cole tall, dreads.
Yeah, just light skin. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he don't want me. He don't want me to get on J. Cole because I had to shut him up.
But at least you in the same ballpark with Draco though. Like, yeah, you might be a little lighter than Draco.
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm lighter than Draco. And she real pretty though. She is real pretty, but I just don't. You can't go in too much on that because I get upset. I feel like Kalia now. You calm down. I don't like all that, but So I'm in between.
So y'all saying if Drika walk, say you go to Walmart and Drika walk by, not Drika, but a closer Drika, do you automatically look like to see if he looking? Like, is that?
Oh no, I don't care because she's me
No.
personally. I don't care. Like you can look, but don't you touch this lady, and you better not say nothing inappropriate.
What's inappropriate? Hey, like, hey.
No, I mean, why would
No,
you
you
say hey
can't
to her
do
when
it.
you don't even know her? Like, you don't know her.
That's what I was saying. That's inappropriate. If he just speak, it's crazy.
Yeah, he don't know her. Why would he do her? But don't be like,
Exactly.
damn,
Yeah,
she
no, you
fine.
can say nothing to her.
Exactly. Thank you, Kalia.
I feel that. I feel that. I think I would be concerned if I go with my, like, say if I went to my wife family and be like, dang, she got her light skin when she usually had them dark skins. I'd be like, dang. It'll kind of play with me like, oh, I wonder what's going on. But not too much. But if she just got a track record of all opposite color men, then it make you wonder. To me, anyway.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't let it bother me. I wouldn't think too much into it.
Okay.
Because it could be something about you that she likes, like your personality. It doesn't have to be your complexion or your skin.
Yeah.
And plus, family be saying crazy shit anyways. You be like, why are you saying? You just saying something just to say
it. Just to try to run you off, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a thing too. I should have. Okay. Have you ever dated outside of your race?
No, I haven't.
I haven't. I have conversed with somebody outside my race.
Yeah. Now that I think about it,
but he was spicy. He was a spicy white.
so would you date outside of your race? If you could rewind time.
Not for long term.
Not for long term. Why? What's wrong with?
Yeah, nothing seriously.
Why?
Because I want a black man.
So you
right.
You feel like you designated yourself for a black man for the long term, like it got to be a black man.
It doesn't have to be, but that is what I would like, and I pray that God sends me a black man. But if God wants me to have a white man, then I'm okay with that. But I prefer a black man.
How would you determine it though? Like, what if the white man, he gets you, but then the brother come, but you already kind of then, got with the white man?
I don't. It's not to be mean or anything, but I don't think I would take somebody outside of my race a little seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't really entertain it too deeply.
So even when you was talking to that white guy, it was like you just felt like he couldn't relate to you. What made you feel like you shouldn't take somebody outside of your race seriously?
Just recently, I watched this movie, and it was about this kind of, maybe it doesn't correlate, but it was about how this white man, slave owner, was having sex with the black women or whatever. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, I don't want, I'm a little not insecure, but I can overthink stuff, and I don't want my boyfriend to end up saying the wrong thing and it may comes off a little racist. I don't know. Maybe that's a little petty. I feel like black women are often objectified, due to the way our body structure is. I think we are way more intelligent. And I don't want to feel objectified, and I also don't feel like they can relate to our history and the way we do things, the way we do them, and like the generational trauma and all of that. And I wouldn't want to like feel like I have to tiptoe, around their feelings and like teach them everything,
And you say that's how you feel, Ashley?
Yeah, I think I feel you, Khalil. I do not want to have to tiptoe. I want to just be comfortable, and I also feel like we already got enough problems with people in the Black community when we're dating. I don't need to have those issues if I'm dating outside of my race. Because I think it's gonna be like 10 times worse than what I'm already having to go through. If that makes sense. It's like other issues when you dating somebody of the same race. But just imagine if you did get with somebody and they have a mother or father that doesn't agree, or just anybody in their family or friends that don't agree.
Somebody is gonna disagree.
You ain't trying to
the grandma,
put yourself through that. Yeah.
Exactly. And then just having kids, like that would be just too much for me.
Yeah, then you bring kids, it get even trickier.
Yeah.
Can't nobody keep them because you thinking they gonna mistreat them. Like, you don't know. So if a Black man, had like a white girl before you, does that kind of make you look at him different?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's his preference. If that's what he wanted, then that's them. But now he got me, and I'm a nice, fine African American woman. And what she put up with, I'm not putting up with it.
You gonna tell him that? That's what you gonna tell him?
Yeah, if he start acting crazy.
What if he tell you like, well, Susie was on point though. Susie,
Well, he can go back to Susie. Because I'm not her. Because y'all know Black women do not play. But it might be some white women that don't play, but Black women ain't finna play with you. We not finna let you just do whatever you want to. You can't walk over us.
He gonna say that's y'all problem. He gonna be like, y'all just, too disagreeable. That's what he gonna hit y'all with. But
we need a whole nother weekend. We're gonna have a whole nother session for this. Because this Black man not finna tell me that I'm not agreeable.
So, okay. Do you feel like light-skinned women have more privilege than dark-skinned women?
Yes.
I think it depends. I feel like it depends on who you with. Because some men might think that they can just that they just supposed to praise the ground that a light skinned woman walk on. But I think it's just some men out here that just don't care. They just don't care. They gonna do whatever they want to. It don't matter if you light skin or dark skin.
What about you, Khalil?
I do think I don't know. This is like it's kind of tricky. I don't have issues. I don't have issues like with guys. But when it comes to like, society, of course, then they're always gonna pick the lighter skin tone women. So they're gonna choose the light skin. Light skins, they just have way more opportunities. That's how I feel. Like that's how I feel about that. But I would say when it comes to a dark skinned woman, like, well, I don't know, because dark skin, you have to be really, 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 really pretty, or really, 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 really dark and pretty to stand out when it comes to dark skin. But you don't have to be that way when it comes to light skins.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Okay. Do you think it gets perceived different when a dark skinned woman has an attitude than when a light skinned woman has an attitude?
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I hate society.
Me too, because why are y'all like this?
Break
And
it
it, and,
down though.
and
Go
I,
into it.
but you know what? I think that it's like it is like that for a lot of society. But if I go into a room and I'm the only black woman in there, nobody, and I'm light skinned, and they say white a room full of white people, and I get an attitude, then it's gonna be like, oh, she's the angry black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's worse when you're dark skinned because now she's just really, really angry, and she a black
Mm-hmm.
woman.
Mhm. I feel
Yeah.
like darker skinned women that would be considered as like angrier, of course, a bit more
Hmm.
like quote unquote hood or
Yep.
ratchet.
Mm.
And I feel like whereas a light skinned woman, and let's just say I'm thinking of like a shoe store, an expensive shoe store with a lot of like white people, and a light skinned woman go in there, and she kind of raise a fit. Then nobody's gonna turn their heads. Like nobody's gonna be like,
Hmm.
you know, oh she's just doing too much. She need to get out of here,
Yeah.
go somewhere else. But as a black woman, everybody's gonna maybe even try to intervene. She's gonna be hood, or she's gonna be too ghetto, and all of that. And a light skinned woman may even just consider to be a badass, or like, you know, a diva, a bougie.
Yeah.
You know.
Cause that's what I go into when I think about it. Like I remember expecting like red bones or like high yellow girls to have an attitude, but I always thought it was cute. But if a dark skinned girl got an attitude, I looked at her as like the B word, you know? And like
Hmm.
she was just like mad at the world and tripping and stuff. But I don't know. I guess it was like just laid out that way though for some reason. All right.
Hmm.
Do you think it's harder for dark skinned women to embrace their beauty?
I think it is because that's how society has raised us to think. Like they make society makes you think that a dark skinned woman is not beautiful, that she's gonna think she's not beautiful herself.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah. And I think I was listening to this podcast one time, and this girl was talking about colorism or whatever, and she was like, ism, like all of that stuff is institutionalized, like it's to put us against each other, or
Hmm.
it's like it's to create some type of animosity between like groups of people, and then they went on to talk about like how it's internalized racism. And I think, that's when we have self-hatred because, we look like this, or our hair is like this, or we're here, we're there. And I think all of this things back down from, slavery. Dark skin was outside. The light skinned people was inside. Y'all had the air
Hmm.
and all of that stuff. And so y'all were around, the quote unquote the people that had it. Y'all not y'all, I'm so sorry I'm saying y'all like that. But like the lighter skinned people. Like y'all had it better. And I feel like that's where, the darker skinned people we're more angrier. We didn't have the access and the resources that y'all had, or the privileges. And I think that's something like the generational trauma, you know? We have been internalized, like we internalize racism. So we think that way.
So, so like I know, I feel like so you as a light skinned woman, Ashley, is it do you ever feel like you shouldn't be proud of being light skinned, or you can't be too loud with being light skinned around dark skinned people, or do that even come to your mind?
It doesn't even come to my mind because at the end of the day, when you got that 1% in you and you are out, like I always feel like I'm on guard, especially if I'm around white people. It's like I feel like I have to be a little bit quieter if I get upset about something. If my food is wrong, I need to be a little bit quieter and not act the fool. Not really act the fool, but just like if I'm upset about it, I can't get too upset because then I'm angry.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's starting the problem, but you got my food wrong. So like that, I guess that just does not cross my mind.
Even when you in a room full of dark skinned women?
Even when I'm in a room full of dark skinned women.
Okay. So you don't feel it like you don't think automatically like, oh, she might be a little jealous of me.
No, because like like I told you, like I have aunts that are dark skinned. I have cousins that are dark skinned. It's like we have a good mix, and I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up for us like. Of course, we cousins and family, we gonna beef like when we kids or whatever. We gonna fight each other.
Yeah.
But we didn't grow up like that because we'll get our butts whooped.
So you never
didn't play that.
You never teased the dark skinned girl for being dark?
No, never. Because I'm telling you, like I got a mix in my family. Number one, my mama probably turned my butt up. That's the first thing, and I was more scared of that than anything. But number two, like that, my family, we just weren't raised like that.
Yeah. What about
I personally don't think.
Huh?
I personally don't think that. I don't think that light skinned females versus and dark skinned females. I don't think it's like us against each other. Like I don't think. I mean, yeah, we may a dark skinned person may feel a little bit intimidated by a light skinned female. I don't think it's us. Like I don't think we play each other or we're against each other. I really just feel like we tend to be divided by females and society and the media and opportunities, work, and all that stuff.
Right.
I don't think I think we have a great sisterhood.
And to add on to that, I think that we are divided by the men too. I feel like sometimes we are listening so much to what a man's opinion is. If a man say, oh, he don't like light skin, or if a man say he don't like dark skin, then that sits in our mind or whatever, when it really shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
Do you think you look better with straight hair or your natural curl pattern?
I used to think that I look better with straight hair, but now I think that I look better with whichever one I choose to look better with. If I'm feeling straight hair one day, then that's fine. If I'm feeling my curly hair the next day, then that's fine too.
I loved it.
You what?
I said I loved it.
Which one?
What she said. I loved
it.
Okay. I mean, I think I just had to get that way because I feel like when I was in high school, like I used to straighten my hair so much. It used to like drive me crazy, like going to school because I didn't know how to do my natural hair. And so like I was flat ironing it so much, and it just got to the point where it was just not healthy. But then as I got older, like of course the world is changing. So we got social media, we got people trying to teach you how to do your hair.
Yeah.
And then I started to learn about my hair and I embraced it. And I'm like, okay, well, really, people in high school, they always had their opinion, but now your opinion don't even matter. And it really didn't matter back then. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
So like it's different now. Now that I'm grown, I'll be like, okay, I'm doing what I want to do, and nobody else matters.
Like that. Does it? So, do you think it takes more confidence to wear your natural hair?
No, I just
For
kind of go
me,
with the flow.
it does.
For
It
you,
does.
it does.
Yeah.
Why?
I I don't know. So for me, I have this thing. So I'm newly natural. So I'm still learning like just how to style my hair and all of that
Uh,
stuff.
yeah.
But I like little twists on my hair. I personally don't feel comfortable like with a fro. And every time I wear a fro, I always feel like I look like somebody from Black Panther or whatever. Whether it's a cute little curl pattern or if it's just like blow dried out. So it definitely takes confidence for me to wear my hair. And I would say, when I have weaves, like I don't consider myself a baddie. Like I don't consider myself a baddie when I have my natural hair. I
Oh,
only consider myself a baddie when I wear weaves.
what
So
is
that's something I feel I need to work on.
what is a baddie? What does a baddie consist of?
I think a baddie, long hair, like you're popping, you got the nails, you got the lashes,
Hmm.
and like you got the makeup and all of that. I think that's I think that's the standard baddie. Like that's what I'm referring to, like the standard baddie. Now I
Make
will say when I am wearing my natural hair, I feel somewhat untouchable. Like I'm not putting up with anything. Like when I have my twist or my fro, like I feel more empowered when I wear my natural hair.
but
I get what you're saying.
empowered don't mean pretty though. Is that what you like? Those two different feelings.
No, I think I'll be pretty. I think I'll be
Okay.
pretty once I got like a straight fro.
Hmm.
I get
But
what
I
you're
don't
saying.
consider myself a baddie. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Cause like I feel like okay, so when I wear my natural hair, like I'm still bad. But when I throw that wig on, baby, you better not say nothing out the way to me, cause I ain't taking nothing today. Just get on back, cause it's over with. Like I get it. I totally understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
And I think that it's like all about what we determine, like about ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we all determine what we feel is bad to us. Because you
Mhm.
just feel yourself when you in a certain element.
Hmm. So,
Most definitely. That's true.
how do you feel when a man says he likes his women natural? Do you believe him?
Yeah, I do. I believe that I believe that men I believe they like women natural. I do.
Hmm.
But I also feel and I'm getting out of that point where all men cheat, but I also feel like a man is he's gonna look at somebody with makeup and a weave before he look at somebody natural. So that's gonna get his attention. But
Makeup?
once they and long hair and all of that stuff.
I am
And
not
once he
attracted to makeup. Like I think makeup makes you look. I mean, it do make you look pretty, but it's not. I automatically know that's not realistic in my mind. So it's like,
yeah.
and then I don't have nothing against transgender women. I think I'm saying it right. But it make to me when women wear a lot of makeup, it looks like a transgender woman to me sometimes too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, and I'm not, that ain't my preference. So it's like I don't really like the heavy makeup drawn on. I like it. It don't do nothing for me. I just be like, oh, okay, she trying to be pretty. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
What about you, Ashley? When you hear a man say he like women being natural?
I just feel like that. I mean, like my fiance, he done said that before too. He'll be like, "Oh, I like when you wear your natural hair." And I just, in my mind, I just immediately think like I don't take it offensive because that's what you like. If that's what you
Yeah.
like, then that's what you like. Just like when he had dreads, I didn't like dreads, but I like him. So, I can't tell you to just go cut your hair.
So you
I
like
feel like when he said,
J. Cole without the dreads?
"Yeah, I like J. Cole without the dreads," because
Oh,
that's what
okay.
he liked though.
Okay.
That's what he liked. I can't just make you do what I like. I feel like if a man say he like natural hair, then you come over here and you detangle his hair and help me do something to it, or pay for me to get it done. Because like you like me,
Mm,
you like me not because you might like that I have long hair, but does that really affect you being with me
Yeah.
if I wear my hair
Yeah.
natural or not?
mm.
Right.
When you start giving me the coins to go get it done, then that's when I, be like, okay, I wear my natural hair. But until then, it is what it is. You might like it, but I mean, I'm still gonna throw this wig on.
Mm.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. I do hear that a lot of men they like natural, and all of that stuff. But and I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it's just us females nowadays. Like I would say for me personally, I can go out on a date. I can go out on a date with a guy and wear my natural hair. I can do a white makeup, put on something simple. But when I'm going to brunch with my girls, then I have to be bad. Like I gotta be bad when I go
mm,
out with them.
why do you think it's that way?
So, I don't know. What do y'all think?
Cause y'all be competing. That's what I think. Like
Uh-uh.
subconsciously just competing.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we competing. I think for me, like I know my friends gonna be wanting to take pictures, and I wanna
Okay.
look like my best self. I don't wanna be out here looking
Yeah.
raggedy and everybody else out here looking fine. I
Okay.
wanna
Yeah.
come I wanna come looking good too.
You don't want to be left out of the y'all looking good comment. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
what it
that.
is, actually.
I feel that. I still think y'all compete, but
We ain't competing.
but
I ain't gonna say compete, but I don't wanna be the oddball. Like if my friend looking bad, I wanna look bad too. So
mm,
more of a stand on each other's level, I'll say, more
okay,
than
okay,
competing.
and I get that. That's good. I think that happens a lot more, but I think it then somebody be competing though. I think somebody be competing though. I think if you get 5 girls going out, at least 2.5 of them competing, and the rest of them might just be trying to keep up. But I don't know. That's just what I think. I'm not there in those circles, so I don't know. But it just be seeming like it. What?
Uh,
Oh, y'all had something to say to that?
uh-uh.
Oh, okay. But I also I used to be real hard on like going natural, being natural. But then I had to realize like it's still about the women feeling pretty too. And
True.
it's like I
Yeah.
would rather you have enough confidence to not have to lean on that type of stuff. But at the same time, I still want you to feel comfortable too and feel, like you looking how you want to look. So I would say I became softer to it and I don't mind it. But it's like, I don't know. I think confidence could go way farther than the stuff you put on. But then again, I don't know. Because we don't have to do that. We not judged off of the same thing y'all judged off of. So I think a lot of men think they like natural, but we might be getting a light beat confused with natural. You get what I'm saying? Like we might be getting a little
Yeah.
stuff confused. And it ain't
I don't even think that. I don't even think that.
what you think.
I feel like this is more for you to answer, James, like from a male perspective. Like just based on social media. and seeing like everybody else experiences or whatever. Yeah, men say they don't want their girl, they don't like their females dressing, half naked. They don't like them wearing all this weave and all this makeup and all of this stuff. But yet, those are the females that men tend to cheat with more.
Thank
Like,
you.
if I was to go to Walmart, not Walmart, anywhere, about to go out anywhere. Now let's just say to a party, to a club, or whatever. But I guess it's expected to like look your best self when you're going somewhere like that. But you're not gonna go to the person who's not dressed the part, like who doesn't have, the long hair, the long pretty hair. Or they don't have the makeup, or they're not dressed right. Like y'all gravitate to those women what y'all don't want y'all women to be.
Oh, I can tell you why that happens. You want to know? Because you can't. So when a man goes to the club, he definitely not looking for a girlfriend. He trying to win. He trying to win that night. So whoever look like they gonna be on part with the win, that's who they gonna go for. They mind not really dedicated on who look more womanly and like a good woman. They looking at like who's shaking their butt, who look like they gonna give up the less, who gonna be down to come back to the apartment or the room or whatever. They not thinking about girlfriends at that moment. They thinking more about trying to finish the night off with somebody in the bed with them or something. That's what I think, and I think it just get confused with women like, oh, he not, but you got to think about where you at, where you at. And men do, we more with our eyes than with our minds sometimes. So it's like, but that's still them girls that get all of that, they still end up feeling empty, I think, though, because the dude just using them,
Exactly.
Because because for me, however I see you when I first see you, that's how you stay in my mind. It's hard for you to switch. So if I see you as somebody that's easy, or like the type of girl that love attention, so I'm looking at her like she gonna talk to everybody, but I'm just having my turn, that's gonna be stuck in my mind. But if I see a girl that look like she could be the type of girl you could be with, that's gonna be stuck in my mind. But in certain circumstances, I'm gonna go for the girl, for the other girl, just because that's the circumstance of that day or that night.
Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Do you feel like that was good enough, or like you feel like it's still some like stickiness to
No,
that?
that was good enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was good.
There you go. Well, I'm out of questions, but do y'all have anything y'all want to add to it before I let y'all go?
No, I think this is good.
I agree with you. It was a good discussion topic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, I'm glad y'all came on. I'm glad y'all told y'all truth, and I definitely reach back out to y'all to do something else.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right.